Jake, 9 weeks into the season, this defense has really shown that you guys can do things in a lot of different ways. Last week, I mean, both teams contributed, but that defense was huge in a win over Permian. When you look back at that, how proud of you of what you guys did against that offense?
We knew coming into the game that Permian was going to try and run the ball down our throat. That's what they're known for. They're a really physical team, and I was just proud of the way that our guys fought. We always have a saying that they never give you points for being on the one, and whenever it came time to buck up and tighten down the screws, the D did it. And I was exceptionally proud of our D-line because penetration kills the option, and they got in there and made plays for us.
You're facing a team that does some similar things this week in Tascosa. What do you have to do to kind of duplicate that effort?
Same thing as last week, really, just penetration to mess up reads. They got a really good quarterback over at Tascosa and Joe Plunkett. He's been raised in the option offense, and he's going to be pretty hard to stop. But I feel like if we can stop the run and force them into passing situations and give Don the ball back and let the O go out and score, put them in situations where they have to pass, I feel like we'll have a good night.
Yeah, he's pretty much got the ball in his hands most of the time. Every quarterback does, but he runs the ball quite a bit, getting it out of his hands to other backs and making him throw it. How big a key does that need to be?
It needs to be pretty big because if I'm not mistaken, Joe is, I think, up there maybe leading the district in rushing yards. I think he has like 1,500. So if we get him to pitch the ball out and, give it to some of his other reads, I feel like that just kind of takes him out of his game a little bit because he likes the ball to be in his hands and he wants to make plays. So I feel like if we can force him to give the ball to his second or third read, or just maybe force a misread to where we hit him in the backfield, I feel like that'll open up opportunities for our defense to just get back and sit back there and go, just pin our ears back and go.
How different does this feel after the last 2 years, going into the last few weeks, basically not having a lot to play for? Not only do you have something to play for this week, you know that you're going to be in the playoffs after that.
It's a huge difference. 2 years ago we were just really, and last year we were really just playing for pride, just to try and get as many wins as we could. But this year it's a whole different mentality that this team has. Not only do we expect to win every week, but we know that we can win every week. And with some of the games that we played, we know that our best game is probably better than our opposing team's best game. And so the whole attitude has changed. Coach Fraze has talked about it. There's a certain swagger to this team that just gives us that confidence that we can go out and we know what we can do, and we know what we can go out and do, and we just need to execute it to be able to come out on top.